Hey guys, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to be talking about Cheyenne. Well, Cheyenne Davis, her name was Cheyenne Floyd, but she married, and so yeah, Cheyenne Davis. She came out as a pot smoking mom. And listen, I don't want you guys to click on this video thinking that we're bashing her for that. That's not what it is. It's just to kind of make this announcement because somehow I didn't know this. Apparently, a lot of other people did. Like, apparently, when she made this post on her page, a lot of people already knew. I did not. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to roll the intro, give YouTube time to send out notifications, and we're going to talk about it. There's some interesting things here because she had her very own personal joint roller at her bridal shower. So we're going to talk about that. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So, Zach Davis, first off, let's just throw this out there. Marijuana in the state of California is legal. Once again, we're not saying that she's doing anything wrong. It's just kind of like an announcement. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know about this, and I feel like a lot of people maybe did, maybe didn't. I don't know. Is it newsworthy? You guys tell me. Okay, so Cheyenne and her husband Zach, apparently they are fans of 420 marijuana, and they like to get high. You're both high on a regular. And she says that she is done trying to hide it from MTV. So she went on a YouTube channel and a podcast called Pot Smoking Moms Podcast. She went on earlier this month to discuss the fact that she does frequently use cannabis. The reaction that she got from the Teen Mom fans when she very briefly went public about it while showing her joint rolling table at her bridal shower that went down in 2022. Like I said, she got a mixed reaction. She said on the podcast, I've kept the fact that I like cannabis away from the show really well. I've been doing MTV and Viacom shows for the past this year will be 10 years that I've been on reality TV. And I've always kept my reality TV life and my cannabis use separate for obvious reasons. Backlash, I would imagine. She said this year I really came into myself as a mom, as a wife, as a woman, and I was at the point where I was like, F it. What is MTV going to do? Nobody can say crap. My kids are beautiful. They're healthy. They're smart. No one can say I'm a bad mom. I feel like I've already established that I am a good mom. So Cheyenne says that she is more open about her pot use in her real life, but she just wasn't ready to announce it to MTV before, recently. She said, when I did the cannabis table for my bridal shower, MTV was filming that day. But I forgot to tell them about it. I'm pretty sure I didn't give them a heads up that it was going to be there. I'm pretty sure I didn't give them a heads up that it was going to be there. And I feel like they got that shot in. And I feel like they shot away from it for the most part. They avoided it except for that one clip that got snuck in there. Cheyenne says she was surprised at the reaction she got from the fans when she showed that she had a joint rolling table, complete with a person sitting there rolling individual joints for her guests at her bridal shower. Y'all, this lady that rolls her joints is like a famous joint roller. No lie. This person is a famous joint roller. She rolls Snoop Dogg's joints, like legit. Let me show you guys. Oh, that's not the picture. Hold on. Is that the picture? Where's I just okay, here it is. Let me show you guys this photo because this lady actually rolls Snoop Dogg's joints and like celebrities. This lady right here, you guys can't see that, huh? All right, so this is Cheyenne's bridal shower. These ads out of the way. This is her bridal shower right here, and as you guys can see, it had like this tub of what is that called? What is that? Like marijuana buds? Yeah, my grandma had a rolling device because she rolled her own cigarettes at times. So I do know they have little devices out there that you just like put the paper in, and then you like I think you just lay the paper in it, and I think you just put the tobacco in it, and then you twist it and it rolls it, I think, or something like that. It's been a long time. But yeah, this was at her bridal shower in 22. So last year at her bridal shower. She did mention on the podcast from talking about how after she had Ace, she was just kind of like, wait, was it that? I think that's what she mentioned, that she was kind of like, why go back to it? But she ended up going back to it. So I think she might have quit during pregnancies, maybe. But here's her. She calls her the roller now. That's what Cheyenne said. And Cheyenne said that at when they were preparing for her bridal shower, that her mom was like, do you have a list of like desires that you want? Like whoever's putting on your bridal shower, they're usually like, is there specific things that you request? And Cheyenne said she told her mom, yes, my request is that I have a table with a personal roller sitting there rolling everybody joints. And her mom was like, okay. And she said that she contacted a buddy that Cheyenne went to college with. So there's this guy that Cheyenne went to college with that actually owns his own business now. It's a marijuana business. So Cheyenne's mom called him and said, can you find me a roller? And the guy was like, a what? And she's like, a marijuana roller. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure, sure. And so he got in contact with this lady, and she is who set up at Cheyenne's bridal shower. And she doesn't necessarily work for that company, from my understanding, but it was the company that she went through, and that man found her. And she is the woman that literally rolls joints and blunts for Snoop Dogg. Thank you so much, Azuna. You probably hit it as YouTube is slow to update, or you should hit it today. But congratulations on 20 million views. Also for the algorithm. Thank you so much. I actually think I have hit 20 million. Let me check real quick. I think I have hit 20 million. Wouldn't that be crazy? So freaking crazy. Let's go to lifetime. Yeah, 20,595,626 views. Wow. Wow. 2.6 million watch hours, 76,000 subscribers, and then my estimated revenue should be more. It should be more. Anyways, is weed a big deal here? It used to be. I feel like weed used to be a big deal, but it's really not a big deal that much anymore. Because states have made it where it's not illegal anymore. So I mean, a lot of places have those shops. I mean, maybe Louisiana has them. I don't know. Nobody's making it a big deal, and that's what I wanted to say in the beginning of this. And I thought I did say that. Nobody's making this a big deal. It's just, a lot of these girls kept the fact that they smoked cigarettes away from the channel. Like literally, Macy Bookout, she didn't smoke on the show. Who else? Leah Messer didn't smoke cigarettes on the show, but they all did in real life. They all did in real life, but they kept that away from the show. I guess all scared of like the judgment they would get from it, being young women who already had kids, so they're getting judgment from that. And then if they were smokers, they would get judgment for that. But Cheyenne did talk on the podcast about how um, she was worried about the judgment, so she kept that part of her life separate from the show, and that she was first introduced to marijuana like at a pretty early age. And she said for her prom, her dad actually put a fake joint in her purse. She said she's like at prom, is looking in her purse, and it looks like she has like a joint in her purse. So she takes it out and opens it up, and it's like a little note in there. And her dad was like, "Ha ha ha, got you," or something like that. Um, but this is a whole channel called Pot Smoking Moms. right here for anybody that's interested. This is who Cheyenne came out to, basically. So this is Pot Smoking Moms, Cheyenne Davis. I've watched several of their like shorts and everything like that at this point, and I wanted to show this part to you guys.
Because
Wait, you did?
yes, I saw like a little tiny clip.
So this lady is actually saying, I figured out that you was a pot smoker from MTV. And Cheyenne's like, wait, you did? Like, how did you figure it out from watching MTV? Because I kept it so separate. But there was a little clip, and she's going to show it.
That I was like, wait a minute, is that what I thought I saw? I'm going to play it for you real quick. I made a TikTok of it.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And that was literally my reaction when I saw that.
So that's where this lady figured out that Cheyenne was in fact a pot smoker. Cheyenne does talk about how the fact that she doesn't like smoking in front of her kids, that usually at night, once she puts her kids to bed, she will go smoke. That if her kids are away for the weekend, at like if Corey has Ryder and if her parents have her little boy, she said then she'll smoke throughout the day. But she says she does not smoke around her kids. Now, in regards to Zach, I don't think either one of them smoke in front of their kids. Cheyenne says she does not, but Zach does smoke throughout the day, according to Cheyenne. But he has like specific areas that he will go to smoke where the kids are not there. Like she said, he'll go to their bathroom shower and smoke in there, or they'll go outside or something like that. Because they do not smoke in front of the kids, and she does not smoke when she's going to be tending to the kids. Let me see. It was an interesting video to watch. Cheyenne said she did a post on her social media page showing the joint rolling table. She said she got a lot of positive feedback from other moms who smoke, and she got a lot of negative backlash too that she wasn't ready for because it was her first time ever opening the door to that part of her life. She says she thought about putting up another post and being like, wait, y'all don't smoke? I don't smoke. Cheyenne says she usually waits to smoke or use edibles until her two kids, Ryder and Ace, are in bed or out of the house. She said, we have our kids in bed by 7:15 p.m. So once they're down, we're like, it's time to party. Zach smokes a lot in our shower because like the steam and everything, it's fun. I think sometimes when I have a real long stressful day, it really just helps me calm down. She said, I used to be able to smoke and function and get things done. But after I had Ace, it just didn't work like that for me anymore. I'm like a nightmare closet smoker. That's what my friends call me. Or if I don't have the kids, then I'll smoke all day. Over the years, fans on social media, not me, I had no idea, have been quick to point out the fact that Zach sometimes looks higher than Kiefer at a Bob Marley cover band concert. Something Cheyenne said that she is aware of. I've never noticed that with Zach. I just thought that was like his face, that his eyes were like always low. I don't know, because that's how that is how he always looks. Like his eyes are always like. She said Zach consumes way more than me. I feel like he's really good at doing it and living his whole entire life, and you would never know. Except sometimes when we take pictures, his eyes are basically shut, and then everyone's pointing it out in the comments. She said that Zach also likes to smoke before they film for Teen Mom. She said sometimes before we film, he will smoke, and then I'm like, your eyes ain't even open. So he will be like, do you want me to film the scene with you or not? Cheyenne said that for years she was nervous to expose herself as a frequent cannabis user. She said, I'm not particularly good at it. If you ask my husband, he would say I'm a terrible high person. Can you be a terrible high person? I don't know. What do you do? How can somebody explain this to me? Because I feel like, from my understanding, um, when you smoke, you just like are chill and you get the munchies. You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly happens to terribly high people? People that are terrible high people. Do you like my thumbnail though? I thought it was cute. I put a big old blunt in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. Oh, some people get super tired and do nothing. That would probably be me. Or get paranoid easy. Okay. My brother is my brother smokes weed every day. And he used to try to convince me to. He would be like, because Sean worked off, and sometimes with the kids, I would be like, you stay with kids and you can get stressed out sometimes. So my brother would come over some days and I'd be a little stressed out and he'd be like, you just need to smoke weed. And I'm like, no, I don't. Because growing up, I literally thought weed was like drugs, like dope drugs. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was like, it was really illegal back then. So I was always like terrified of it. And I absolutely thought that it was a gateway to other drugs. Because I seen that with some people, like I seen it with certain people in my life that started smoking weed and then they went on to do other things that were way more serious and then they didn't do good in life. So I was always like, no, I don't want to be on crack in 2 years, Maybe I should say, hi there. Hi there. It depends on the strand. If it's indica, or I don't know how you say that. It's hard to trip up habitual smokers and everything in moderation. It's no more dangerous than wine. I tried the gummies to try to help me sleep, to get off my sleeping pills. Well, I was flying so bad that Steve wouldn't let me out of his sight. Wow, that's so crazy. That's pretty funny. I have like chronic pain with my feet, and like I've thought about the gummies before, like to help with my pain, but I'm still scared. I'm just a scared person. Cheyenne also went on to talk about other drugs that she uses other than the weed. She said her first experience with mushrooms was way before she had her daughter Ryder. She said it was probably 9 years ago, and it was with Zach. She also said that every first that she has had, like weed, shrooms, this or that, has been with Zach, she said. Does that mean he's like a bad influence? She said that she is all for microdosing hallucinogenic mushrooms. She said, I don't like anything unless you're harming yourself or your family or someone. I think everybody should try to microdose every now and then. We should be able to try different things without judgment, without mom shaming, which I feel like is such a huge thing right now. It's so easy to mom shame via social media. I feel like if you find something that works for you and it makes you happy, then you should be able to do it. So the whole podcast in itself, I linked it below. She comes in around the 47-minute mark. So you can watch her on the show. And on the podcast. It's pretty interesting. And apparently her dad is like a big pot smoker too. I didn't know that. I was raised that it was a bad drug too, and I still don't like it. There is no way. To me, it's still bad. There's no reason I never see my brother. That's the reason I never see my brother. Yeah, I was definitely like, on one hand, I had my brother who smoked weed every day, all day, and he couldn't keep a job because he couldn't pass a drug test. And you know what I'm saying? Like, because, that's one of the absolute bad effects that it did have is before it became legal in states, you couldn't keep a decent job because you would fail a drug test. And like my brother had really good jobs. And my brother has had every good job known to man. He has worked in the oil field, failed drug test, got fired. He has worked pipeline, failed drug test, got fired. He has worked, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, so it sucked for him because it cost him a lot of jobs. Drinking is definitely way worse. Yeah, I don't know about mushrooms or microdosing or anything like that. Maybe I should have brought Sean in here for this video because he knows a lot more about any of this than I do. Nope, got to be a functional, productive pothead. Yeah, my brother is. He is. He can function all day. I mean, to be honest, he probably needs it to function. But like he is one of those, it's every day. You know what I'm saying? So like he got hired for a offshore company one time. He went out on his first hitch and then all his stuff come back. You know, all like they send you off to get like physicals and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So he was already out there when his drug test came back, and they had to fly him back in, and it was over a drug test. So, is it expensive to buy? I'm not sure. I know, like I've heard, like dime bags, like I don't know, they're $10. I don't know how much you get. Can somebody that knows something about weed tell me how much this jar right here might cost? This jar on Cheyenne's table, can somebody tell me a roundabout, like a rough estimate? Okay, just one of those little, what are those called? A bud? I feel like a bud is like something different. But just a bulb. Is it a bulb? Is it a bulb? I think it's a bulb. Those round, sorry, like, okay, for that jar right there, you guys, 400 in Vermont, 500, Goodweed probably 1,000, 600, 1,000, probably two. What is it? A bulb? What's the round, like each individual little like ball called? I feel like it's called a bulb. The bud size can sometimes not represent the weight. Those are mugs. Why do I feel like it's called a bulb? If it's not, it should be called a bulb. I know what it's in. I'm talking about the individual round. They're called nugs. It's a bud. I thought a bud is like, oh, let's go smoke a bud. Like I thought that was like a joint itself. I don't know, y'all. Smoke buds in bowls. What? What are you talking about? Yep. A bud is a nugget? Nugs. Bud. So it is called bud. I just thought, okay, no. I thought weed itself was called bud. Because I know a guy that he calls it bud. He doesn't even he don't call it marijuana. He doesn't call it weed. He just calls it bud. In a bowl? It's called bud. Bud weed. Let me look this up. What? Oh, it is! That's exactly what it's called. It is called bud weed. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just the individual. You have to pick that apart, right? Don't you have to pick that apart? Yeah, joints are the cigarettes, and then blunts are the cigars that have been emptied and then the marijuana is put in them. Marijuana itself is called bud. Each little piece is called nugs. Grinder. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I did Google it. I'm telling you, my brother has smoked for as long as I can remember, but not around me. I've seen it before here and there, but like not like. That's a really cool idea, actually. And yes, we can be called bud, a nug, a bowl. There's a bowl. That's a lot. Well, she had to supply her whole bridal shower. So her roller was rolling joints for everybody there. Now, the only thing is like her kids were there. And I'm just curious. Like, if your kids are at this function, they were there. What did they think when they passed by this table and the woman's sitting there like rolling? Are the kids aware that mommy and daddy are smokers? We're not too up on these things, are we, Al? No, not at all. You pay $1,000 for a bar tab. And that's what she says. She says she knows people that has bar tabs and stuff. So she's like, hey, I want a bud tab. A bud tab. Yeah, Cheyenne's dad does it from what she said. Well, no one has said do the weed. That's a plus. Do the weed? Why would you have kids? They were at her bridal shower because I saw pictures. If you Google Cheyenne Floyd has weed at bridal shower, like you'll see her bud table, and then you'll see another picture of her with empty. Let me see. Okay, so then you'll see this photo at the shower with Ryder right there. The camera's behind her. So yeah, her kids were there. But I'm like, so then it makes me question, okay, if she has a roller at her party and they're rolling everybody joints, are they just lighting them up right then and there? Because Ryder is out there with them. Ryder's out there with everybody running around. Her sister's little boy was probably there. So are the kids just running around and the guests and Cheyenne are just smoking? There's another picture that I also used in my thumbnail, the one that I actually just showed y'all of the episode. Let's see. 4804. Hold on. This is going to be, I already know. I showed Sean my thumbnail. I was like, look at my thumbnail. He was like, that's going to be demonetized. I was like, I know. No money for this video. But it's still, I thought it'd be funny to, talk about it.
A minute. Is that what I thought I saw? I'm gonna play it for you real quick. I made a TikTok of it.
See? So there she is outside of her thing with her own joint, hugging her mama. I couldn't even imagine. My mom would be like, what is that? So that's true. Kids running around while Macy's drinking in Bud Light. And yeah, honestly, I used to be like, oh, let her drink, let them drink here and there. But I ain't gonna lie. Every time they are filming, she is drinking. Every time. And it is to the point where I'm like, is it a problem? Like, do they drink too much? Because literally, I can't think of any, like, in a long, I don't even know. Like, it seems like literally all the time. It literally seems like Macy and Taylor drink every day. And then, like, who's driving to take the kids to all their functions if you've had a drink, So, either way, you guys, we're going to do another video right after this. Talk about Brianna DeJesus and Devon, maybe back together. Yeah. You're a prude, pot smoker, so normal. I'm a prude. We honestly, okay, the other day when we were going to the city, I did see like a marijuana shop or something. Yeah, beer is the water. It looks like it, yeah. I'm a prude. I would fall asleep. I can't drink. I can't do anything. I can't take anxiety medication. Literally. So, I'm definitely a prude. I just can't. I used to drink back in the day when I was younger. And, all right. So here's a little bit of what we're going to talk about in the next video. Look. Oh, the look of love she was giving to Boyne. So word on the streets is, oh, wait, hold on. That's a little too far. Uh-oh. That is Brianna and Devon. So we're going to do a video after this, talk about how they have been getting close recently. He apparently is not with his girlfriend anymore, and he hit on her. He was telling her that he was going to sleep with her. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. You guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you guys shocked to see that Cheyenne Floyd is a pot smoking mom? I mean, honestly, yeah, I am. Honestly, I wasn't shocked about Zach. I didn't know that he did. I didn't know. I honestly did think that Zach was in sales of some kind, pharmaceutical sales of some kind, but I didn't know like that he for sure was a pot smoker. Did not think that Cheyenne was. So kind of shocked, but hey, whatever. Let her do her thing. It's not illegal there. We're not making a big deal out of it. I just thought we should cover it. I mean, there's articles out there about it. So she did a podcast about it. I'm trying to promote the podcast. So that's why we did this video. You guys, let me your thoughts in the comment section below. We will be back in a little bit to talk about Brianna and Devon. People saying it looks like they might be back together. Let's talk about it. Join me back here in about 20 minutes. Oh, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys.